Here we go, guys. This is what it is. FXT goggles, RHCP. Let's see if I can show you. Right there. Okay. And our antenna on this is also, as you can see, RHCP. All these antennas match up. I know there was some guys saying those are the worst antennas ever. These quite possibly might be some of the best antennas. Company who makes these antennas holds the world record for longest FPV using their antennas. We are going to take this out for a little distance run, a little time run, see what type of time we can get with this battery. It's a fun fly. Let's see, let's move stuff around. See if we can focus in on there. Focus. It's a 4-cell. I'm looking for the milliamp an hour. There we go. Nope, 4S1000C. I don't see the MAH on it. I don't see it. Maybe it's covered up by the tape. But let's go. Oh, Banzo. If you haven't seen the jumper controller, that was Hydro Dip for me from the company. Epic. Alright guys, here we go. What I'm going to show you now, this drone was never intended for. This drone was meant to lift the GoPro and be like the ultimate CineWhoop. The antenna on this drone, the 5.8 gigahertz antenna on the drone, which I showed you in the beginning of it, is tucked very low profile to this drone. The reason for that is, again, this is meant to have a GoPro on it. It's meant to be the ultimate CineWhoop. By being able to get in as tight as quarters as possible, if it had the antenna sticking way above the GoPro, where the GoPro would normally be, it wouldn't be as low profile. And we would get overall range. Why am I telling you this? The feed looks pretty good. This is the FXT goggles feed. As you can see, it's getting a little bit jumpy there. Certain spots it gets a little bit jumpy, and I readjust it and it gets clearer. But the reason that I'm telling you this is because the turnaround, I could have went. We're gonna go out just a little bit further here. The turnaround on this got a little choppy, which you'll see here in a minute, and that's the reason for it. It's not an aerial antenna. It is a low tuck to the body FPV antenna, because again, it's meant to be a CineWhoop. It's meant to be a flying GoPro, so you can go in tighter spaces and whatnot and get dope footage. I did have the Q6 on this. I believe no, I didn't have the Q6 on this at all. This was a stripped run, just battery. There, as you can see, it's getting a little bit staticky, and we are just going out here. Coming back, I'm able to fight through it. And again, if the antenna was lifted up higher than the GoPro would normally be, dude, we would be able to go out far and not have any type of issues. As you can see right now, we are getting snow, whiteout snow, and we're gonna come back. When we get back, we are going to go fly. We're gonna fly in the short field and actually fly the drone. I did I brought the battery voltage a little bit lower than I should have, and towards the end it actually shows the battery voltage dropping considerably, which I don't think is true, because I brought this back, put it on a B6 charger, and actually tested the voltage on it, and the end result here, it wasn't true. So I don't know if that was a horrible sag in the battery towards the end, but there I am. Dude, we went out there. That was a nice run. I believe that was 800 some odd meters, over a half a mile, I think it was. And we're just going to do a little buzzing around here. Nothing crazy. As you can see above, send it. Lower left, we are in stab mode. We could put this in acro, but again, I'm no acro king. I feel pretty confident that I can fly acro fairly well. I've been on sims, the GTA sim that I've modded. I've also been on Free Flight and a couple other sims, and I do well. I could do laps, and if I stick with it, I could break my time over and over and over again. But for myself, this is a chill fly. This is a relaxed fly, and being in stab mode allows me to relax a little bit. I was thinking about going down in the abyss here, but as you can see, we are pretty close to myself, and my FPV was kind of getting a little choppy because we were down in it and I'm up above it. We're gonna do a little climb here. Just a little climberoo, so you can see a little altitude here. It's a nice image that the FXT goggles are picking up off of this. And again, if I had a GoPro on this, if I had the Q6 Firefly on this, we'd have dope footage. The end result, the end flight time, which again, I might have pushed it just a little bit further, but I didn't damage the battery. The battery charged up, all cells are even after this flight happened. But the end result flight time would differ greatly, especially if the GoPro was on it. Q6 doesn't weigh a whole lot, but it is added weight, and it would have taken away from this end result time. You can see we're pushing 4 minutes and 11, 14, 15 seconds. The actual start time is just below the lower right-hand corner of the timer that you see right there. That's the total run time that the drone itself has been on. And again, I am there. Bam. What up, J-Drone? Little punch root. This thing has punch. This thing has power. Again, StanFPV, I will put his link to his Facebook down below if you're interested in something like this, if you're interested in a custom build. I highly recommend the dude. He's really level-headed dude, down-to-earth dude to talk to. Doesn't really hold himself way high up on a pedestal like some know-it-alls do, where it's just like, you're below me. What I say is right, what you say is wrong. Not the case. Really level dude, really down-to-earth, normal dude, much like J-Drone. Not that I'm normal, but I might be normal. About as normal as it gets, right? Yeah. But here, check it out. So we're gonna go over here. There's geese over here. Now I wasn't coming over here to scare them. Like right now, we're nowhere even near them. They're like, no, retreat, retreat. What is that? Right? They had no clue. And then I just lightly get close to them here. I'm really not trying to make them mad. I'm not trying to make them attack the drone or anything. I just wanted to see the reaction. And prior to even getting close to them, dude, probably never seen a small brushless drone, and this drone has a little bit of noise to it, and they just moved quick. Guys, we're sitting at 5 minutes and change, 6 minutes. We're going on 6 minutes now. 6 minutes and 2 1, bam, just hit the 6 minute mark. So the bottom right hand corner is 3 seconds off of our total flight time. And we're just ripping around here, just ripping around. And again, to rip around like this with static free, all we'd have to do is raise that antenna. But again, this was not designed for that. It wasn't designed to really be a race drone. It wasn't really designed to go out the distance that we just did. And the distance we just did was epic. I am using a FrySky XM Plus receiver on this. Bound to the jumper, as you saw in the beginning. Again, it says low battery, and I was kind of mildly ignoring it. We're kind of bringing it back, and then you could see the sag up top. You could see the horrible sag. The battery's okay, everything leveled out. I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, please do. StanFPV, link down below. Later.